Hello everyone and welcome to CineMike. So as I'm sure you guys can see in the thumbnail, I have bought a lot recently. I was thinking originally, what do I call this video? Do I call it my recent pickups? Do I call it everything I bought in October? Because most of these titles I did get in October. As movie fans and as collectors, I'm sure you guys can relate when I say that October is a pretty expensive season. And the reason I say that is because all the Blu-ray labels like to do some form of Halloween sale or early Black Friday deals. So it's been a very, very expensive time recently. But yeah, these are all the Blu-rays that I have picked up in the last 5-6 weeks. Yeah, for context, this is everything I got, mostly just in October, a couple just before as well. Starting off with John Carpenter's In the Mouth of Madness from Arrow Video. I can't lie to you guys, I actually, despite the fact I am a massive John Carpenter fan, I've never actually seen this movie. However, as soon as Arrow announced that they were going to bring this out, not only just bring it out, but bring it out in 4K and give it the best treatment they can in terms of like the physical release. I mean, you get the case, you get the book in there, you get the poster, a ton of bonus features as well. I was incredibly excited, and like I said, I am already a massive John Carpenter fan, and this is a film of his which I know is loved, and yeah, I just knew it was a guaranteed pre-order for myself, so yeah, I picked up on 4K, so that is the first one. Coming in next is one that was recommended from Mr. Tarantino himself, and that is Miss 45 from Arrow Video on 4K. Similar to In the Mouth of Madness, again, Arrow have done a beautiful job of giving it the 4K deluxe treatment in a limited edition form. There you go again. Of course, you've got design on the back. You've also got the 4K, the booklet and the poster, all the usual stuff that we expect from Arrow Video these days. And again, packed with bonus features. I'll just hold that up for the camera if you want to have a look. Hopefully you guys can see that. Now, like I said, one of the big reasons I was really excited for this film is not only does it look great, but it's always been spoken about by Tarantino. And the reason Tarantino was talking so much about this movie just over the years is the fact it's very much a somewhat replica, well not a replica, but definitely takes inspirations from the likes of Taxi Driver and a lot of Martin Scorsese's early films. It's a brilliant revenge tale. I meant the title is also known as, I'm just reading it on the back here, aka Angel of Vengeance. This film was fantastic. As soon as Arrow announced that it was going to be coming out, I instantly pre-ordered it. It was one that I definitely had to have in the collection, and I knew for a fact I was going to love it. And yeah, as soon as I popped in the disc and I started watching it, within the first sort of 10-15 minutes, I thought, this is going to be amazing. And it was. It really was fantastic. It's one I'm very happy to have in the collection. One thing as well I would like to mention as well is this comes from the same director as King of New York, which if you guys didn't already know, already has an Arrow release. I don't have the 4K of this movie. I only have the standard Blu-ray. However, yeah, I just need to upgrade it. Coming in next from Arrow Video, I think you can start to see a theme here. I'm a massive Arrow Video fan, if you can't tell from the shelves. And that movie is The Return of the Living Dead on 4K. Return of the Living Dead is one of those movies, once again, given the beautiful 4K treatment. Same style again, with the case, the booklet, poster, double-sided, again, packed with bonus features as well. Looked absolutely fantastic. They did an amazing job with it. This movie is just absolutely fantastic. If you love those zombie movies from the 70s, the 80s, you know, like your Romero type films, things like that, this movie takes that and turns it into like a parody. To the best of my knowledge, at least, there's not really any other zombie films like this. The closest thing I could say, but this isn't doing it justice at all, this is probably a really bad example, would be Zombieland. I think when you say Zombieland to people, they think of, oh, it's like a zombie parody, but there's also some serious elements in there, maybe a bit of commentary, whatever. Maybe that's a bad example, but this was kind of the first of its kind to take a genre that was being kind of oversaturated at the time, especially with the Italian influence as well. This film is kind of a parody exploitation of those zombie films at the time. But it's absolutely fantastic. The practical effects as well are unbelievable. I really enjoyed watching some of the bonus features as well, which I will hold up for you guys to read. I really enjoyed watching some of them, discussing how the difficulties they had on set, the difficulties they had actually creating these prosthetics and the makeup design and the physical zombies, and which ones they wanted to stand out and which ones they wanted close-up shots of, and which ones were going to be animatronics. And it's amazing how this film was made, and it is displayed for us fans here in the best version I believe you can get. Now, I do still currently own just the standard Blu-ray. Unfortunately, again, to my knowledge, we don't actually have a standard release in the UK. I believe the only UK release of Return of the Living Dead is now the Arrow Video one in terms of Blu-ray. I did own a US imported one that I managed to get on eBay quite cheap a couple years ago. That's how I was introduced to the film and how I watched for the first time. But this is an absolute just classic for me. It's one of my favorites in the entire Arrow collection, and I own over 100 titles in the Arrow collection. So it means a lot for me to say that this is truly one of my favorites, and I'm very happy to own this on 4K. Coming up next is a bit of a double whammy, is both the Jason movies that Arrow Video have put out on 4K. We have Jason Goes to Hell, and we also have Jason X. Starting off with Jason Goes to Hell. Now, again, I love the Friday the 13th movies. The first sort of like 4 or 5 in the franchise are quite, I wouldn't say self-aware, but they're definitely like the generic kind of, oh, there's a masked killer going around, although the Jason Voorhees mask wasn't really revealed until much later in the franchise. But for you guys that have seen the Friday the 13th movies, you know what I'm talking about. The first 5 are kind of serious. Then after that, we've got a ton of spin-offs, and these 2 movies are spin-offs from the main kind of franchise. But Jason Goes to Hell, I've not actually watched this film before. I do own it, however, in my Scream Factory box set. I don't know if that's going to pick up on the camera, but I'll be doing an unboxing of that one day on the channel. So yeah, this movie is in there. However, I just haven't got around to watching it. But these are 4K releases. Whenever I get a Blu-ray from Arrow, especially ones with the slipcover, I always like to change the poster so you can swap these around with the artwork, just so that way you get to appreciate both the original poster and then the new design. But I think it's really cool how these 2 4Ks do match up with the same design. I know in the United States, they did have the remake of the original Friday the 13th. I believe it's the 2009 version. I believe they got that on 4K. We didn't get that in the UK. Maybe down the line we will, I'm not too sure. But nevertheless, that moves me on to Jason X. Now, unlike Jason Goes to Hell, which I haven't seen, I have watched Jason X, and Jason X, where do I even begin with this film? This film is hilarious. It is hilarious. It's the kind of film you want to put it on, sit with a bunch of your mates and just have a laugh. It's so silly. It's so all over the place. I mean, it's Jason in space. What else are you expecting, you know? It's fantastic. It's very much of its time. It's just highly enjoyable. It's one of those films you can just stick on at any time. It's not serious by any means. It's not scary. It's gory, but it's not scary. Overall, just a blast. And yeah, as soon as Arrow announced that it was coming to 4K, I was like, yeah, I will get it, but I'll wait for a sale. So that's what I did. I waited for there to be a sale, and I picked both of these up. Originally $24.99 each, down to $17.99 each. So made the most of the sale by getting those. Carrying on once again with the Arrow Video, I got The Sadness, which some of you might be looking at this cover thinking, my one doesn't look like that. That's because this is the Arrow Store exclusive. Now, when I saw this advertised, I thought, Sadness, I haven't heard of that. And then I did some digging and I realized this has a really big fan base behind it. And I knew it was one that I was intrigued by, although I hadn't seen. It was a blind buy for myself. I knew it would be worth at least checking out. And I am still yet to check this out. I did only get this in October. I believe it only came out about 3 weeks ago. But yeah, it is the 4K, so this is the beautiful slip. which I'll just show you guys there. That's the spine as well. And it is 4K as well. So I'll just show you what it looks like underneath. So this is what I believe is the standard version. So you get this artwork on the other slip. And then these are the bonus features as well. Like I said, guys, I am still yet to watch this. However, I've heard nothing but amazing things. But yeah, anytime I do my research and I find that there are movies like this coming out specifically in the Arrow range with such beautiful artwork, and then just that slip is just amazing. It's the kind of release that I like taking off the shelf just to look at it, you know. But yeah, super excited to check this one out. Really happy to own it. I just hope that I love it and it lives up to the hype. Coming up next, and the last Arrow video title I've picked up recently, is 3 and 3 Extremes. Once again, these are 2 films actually. So first one, 3, second one, 3 Extremes. 2 more films I have not actually watched, but similar to The Sadness, only heard good things. And yeah, I was just really curious as well, based on people's reviews and trailers and things. You know, the closer these releases get to coming out, Arrow release, you know, new trailers, things like that. And when I checked out, I thought, again, these look really good. I want to check them out. And at that point, I think I'd already added pretty much all of October's collection from Arrow Video in my basket already. And I thought, what's another Blu-ray going to make a difference to? So I thought, absolutely, 2 films in one. So it's a great deal. It's a fantastic price considering you are getting 2 films. But in my opinion, it's a fantastic deal. You're getting 2 films technically for the price of 1, which is always nice. But yeah, really excited to check this one out, guys. So this is the cover for just 3, but you can flip it over. If you were to remove the disc on the inside, that's what it would look like on the other side. You can take it out and swap it over. But yeah, it's a 2-disc edition, so you get each film, 1 on each disc. And something else that's exciting, speaking of Arrow Video, they have teased Excalibur, for those who might not have seen that already. Moving on from Arrow Video, we now have 88 Films Slasher Collection. So this is a series of films that I've only been collecting for the last sort of couple years now. But 2 of their releases that I have picked up recently is number 57 and number 58 in the collection. And that is The Town That Dreaded Sundown. There we go, part of the Slasher Collection line. And the second one is Uncle Sam. Now, I'm going to have to cover this little bit on the back, so I'm not sure if it's safe to show on YouTube. So I'm just going to cover that. But I'm sure you can understand what that might be. These 2 movies, again, 2 that I haven't seen. Typically, the movies that 88 Films do release in the Slasher Collection, they're always a blind buy for me. Very rarely has 88 really ever released any films that I've actually seen in the past. But that's what makes collecting so great, is the fact, you know, they put a picture out online for you to look at in terms of cover art. You look at that and you think, oh, what's that about? Some of the titles I've heard about, sometimes I haven't. But it's just, I get such a thrill out of seeing a poster like this, thinking, oh, it's part of the collection that I already collect. Let's go check it out. I check it out, I watch a trailer, I might watch a clip or whatever. And yeah, before I know it, I'm I'm tripped over into buying them. So they're doing a great job there marketing 88 Films. They really do entice me into wanting to buy them. But yeah, I love the Slasher Collection. I've watched a few that are already in my collection. It's something that I always buy, and I look forward to every time they announce a new one. Right, sticking with the 88 Films category, we've got Bad Channels coming from Full Moon Studios. This is a Blu-ray with a lovely hard and good quality slipcase. This is part of their kind of Full Moon trilogy. This is the 3rd out of the 3 they've released in recent times. The other 2 being Seed People and Shadow Zone. For context, I will show you as well. Yeah, just to show you what it looks like on the inside. Once again, similar to Arrow Video, it does have reverse artwork. So I always like to have the alternative version on the other side so I can enjoy both covers. But yeah, that is Bad Channels. These are the other 2 as part of that Full Moon trilogy. We have Seed People and we also have Shadow Zone as well, both on Blu-ray. Moving on from 88 Films now, we have a box set that I picked up from 101 Studio Films, which is the Dollman Toy Box Dollman X Demonic Toys Collection. Kind of butchered that a little bit, but that is the cover there. So this is all the Dollman films, all the Demonic Toys films, and then the crossovers as well. I'll just remove the J card so it's not flapping about. So this is the box set here. It's a lovely thick box set as well. Again, really good quality. 88 Films do amazing packaging, similar to Arrow as well. These companies are really upgrading the materials they use, and I swear they get better over time. So as you can see there on the spines, you can see each title that they have released. Some of these cases contain more than just one film. But so far, I'm really enjoying this box set. I've checked out 2 of the movies so far. I've watched the first Dollman film, and I've also watched the first Demonic Toys film. Demonic Toys being my favorite that I've watched so far. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to watching the rest when I get round to them. Really, really fun movies. Really, really fun. Very short, but yeah, very fun. So if you haven't already checked these out, and you do like a little bit of that 90s sort of cheap but cool effects and things like that, this is definitely going to be up your street. It's I find them quite hilarious, to be honest, and yeah, just a very good time. So very pleased to have this one in the collection. Moving on from that, I also picked up 2 steelbooks recently, one of them being Kingdom of Heaven. I do have the J card still attached, but this is what the steelbook looks like. It is very gorgeous. You have the sword on the back as well, and this is a beautiful 4K 3-disc edition of Kingdom of Heaven. This steelbook, originally when it was released by Zavvi here in the UK, is sold out almost instantly, and I completely missed out on the opportunity to pick up a copy for myself. So when Zavvi announced that they actually have more, again, sold out very, very quick, I instantly got on there, bought myself one. Yeah, and I'm very happy to own it now in the collection, but that is Kingdom of Heaven. The second steelbook that I picked up as well recently is the movie Croll. I've just removed the J card for you guys so you can see the art design of the case. Now, I don't really know much about this movie. I haven't watched it, but it is very much up my street in terms of the style and things like that. I know I'm probably going to really enjoy it, which is why I picked up the steelbook. But yeah, it's a 4K release. You've got the 4K disc in there. And you've got another disc as well in the inside artwork. Yeah, really excited to check this one out. Another one which I've only heard good things about it. I know the people that love it. And typically the films that those people enjoy, I also enjoy. So I've got a lot of faith in this one. So hopefully it won't let me down. But yeah, happy to have Croll in the collection. Now, last but not least, because I have rambled on, the last 2 movies I picked up from my local HMV as they were in a deal, 2 for £15, is Return of the Living Dead 3, as well as Waxwork. Now, Return of the Living Dead 3, I think is somewhat self-explanatory. As I mentioned previously, I absolutely love Return of the Living Dead, and this was so cheap. It came with the slip. I just thought, why not? It's probably not going to be as good as Return of the Living Dead. I'm not expecting that, but I'm just expecting a fun time with an entertaining zombie movie. So I just thought, why not? Let's get it. Next is Waxwork. Again, part of that deal, 2 for £15. This is a movie that I've seen in shops and I've looked at thinking, do I buy it? Don't I buy it? But because it was so cheap, it was on offer, again with the slipcover as well. Looks like it'd be the kind of thing that I'm into. Watched a trailer, looks very entertaining, and I thought, why not? So yeah, 2 Blu-rays, really cheap, can't complain. And that wraps up everything that I bought over the last sort of month or so. Let me know if you guys picked up any of these titles too. Comment down below which ones are your favorite, which ones you want to pick up, which ones are you going to put on a wish list. And as always guys, make sure you like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, turn on that bell notification so you don't miss a video from myself, and I'll catch you in the next one.